If you love gorgeous mountain views, shopping, restaurants, unique and beautiful architecture, top-rated schools, and fun street names, then Catalina Foothills on Tucson, Arizona's north side might be the place for you. Hey everyone, it's Kimberly, your go-to real estate agent in Tucson, Arizona, and I cannot believe I haven't made a Catalina Foothills video yet. Today I'm focusing on probably the most popular area of town that has so much beauty and city history, so many cool things to do and see. There's no way I can fit it all into this video. If you have a favorite restaurant, store, small business, park, or other favorite place in the Catalina Foothills, toss the name in the comments below so you can share it with others, and feel free to contact me if you're interested in buying or selling real estate in the Tucson area. All my contact information is in the description below each of my videos, and there are tons of videos on this channel about other areas of Tucson and things to do and see here, so check those out after this one, and of course hit the like and the subscribe and all those other buttons if you want to hang out together in future Tucson videos. So what makes Catalina Foothills so great? Catalina Foothills is a census-designated place on the north side of Tucson, Arizona, in the southern foothills of the Santa Catalina Mountains. Most Tucsonans refer to this area as the foothills. Pretty much anything north of River Road, east of Oracle Road, and west of Sabino Creek is considered the Catalina Foothills. Anything north of the Foothills community is the Santa Catalina Ranger District of the Coronado National Forest. The Catalina Foothills community features some of the most expensive land and homes in all of the state of Arizona, and is, not surprisingly, one of the most affluent communities in the state as well. As a born and raised Tucsonan, there are several things I love about the foothills. First of all, it's kind of like where all the action is. You've got some fantastic restaurants, golf courses, resorts, spas, shopping, and businesses. And we'll get into more of that later in this video. But with the foothills, you also get some of the best views of the city because you're up on the mountains looking out to the city, and it's just gorgeous. And of course, being right next to those mountains is really breathtaking as well. The Catalina Foothills School District is rated the #1 overall best school district in all of the state of Arizona on niche.com, and of course I'm referring to public school districts here. And since the Foothills is right in the middle of the city, anyone who lives there has fairly easy access to most anywhere they want to go in Tucson or in the surrounding areas. In addition to that, historically the crime rate is very low in this part of the city. Check out the crime map on neighborhoodscout.com to view more of the Tucson neighborhood crime statistics. Still, as a real estate agent, my favorite thing about the foothills is the architecture. Some of these homes are some of the oldest homes in the city, so they come with all the funky, unique charm that older Tucson homes have. But also, like older Tucson homes, they tend to come on larger lot sizes, so you end up with more space from your neighbors, unlike some of our newer architecture in some of our suburbs, where a lot of our residential homes are kind of smushed together a little more tightly. And many of these foothills homes have been updated and remodeled. So even though you get a very cool looking Southwestern style home on the outside, you may get modern beauty on the inside. Finally, even though houses in the foothills are super expensive by Tucsonan standards, you can still get a pretty reasonably priced townhome or condominium in a luxury subdivision. And townhomes and condos aren't sold in all areas of Tucson, so it's great that there are so many of them available to purchase in the foothills. That means that if you're looking for all the action and fun and lifestyle that living in the foothills would provide you, you may be able to afford it if you are able to live in a townhome or condo. Some of the most stunning resorts in Tucson can be found in the Catalina Foothills. You've got the Hacienda del Sol, the Westin La Paloma, the Lowe's Ventana Canyon Resort, the Westward Look, Wyndham Grand Resort, and the Canyon Ranch Resort. Those can all be found in the Catalina Foothills. And even though I don't have pictures of all those places, I do have pictures of the Hacienda del Sol Resort because they sent those to me once to use in my videos. So thank you, Hacienda del Sol, for those pictures. I'll be making a video soon about all the amazing resorts in Tucson. I just need to get more pictures. I mentioned the Catalina Foothills School District earlier, but I do want to add that it is ranked extremely high for academics and college prep, with schools that score among the highest in the state on standardized tests. So So if you're moving to Tucson and if schools are important to you, you may want to consider the Catalina Foothills School District for your kids. Do your research, check out niche.com and greatschools.org to learn more. So let's talk about some of the coolest things you may want to check out in the foothills if you're visiting. If you guys watch my channel, you know how much I love Sabino Canyon. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm obsessed with it. If you like trails and hiking, or even just taking a tram to get a nice tour of some beautiful scenery, you gotta do it. It's just gorgeous there. Ventana Canyon is also beautiful for hiking. La Encantada is a really cool outdoor shopping mall, and it's probably the most upscale shopping center in Tucson. You've got a lot of nice stores there, you've got some great restaurants, and it's just really a pretty place to walk around and window shop. Make sure you check it out if you like shopping or eating. You've also got the DeGrazia Gallery in the Sun, which was built by an artist named Ted DeGrazia in the 1950s. This property is 10 acres large and is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. It has an art gallery and a museum that is free to enter. It's a really cool place and very, very Tucson. The Medeiros Gallery by local Tucson artist Diana Medeiros is also really cool. Finally, make sure you at least drive past the Tucson, Arizona Temple of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints at Ina and Skyline. This magnificent temple is absolutely stunning, and it's really kind of a landmark now. It has Sonoran desert motifs and a dome inspired by the Pima County Courthouse. When it comes to restaurants you gotta try, I don't even know what to say because almost everywhere I eat in the foothills is absolutely delicious. But some big name favorites would be Vivace, which is Italian, Fleming's Prime Steakhouse and Wine Bar, pretty much any restaurant at La Encantada, Contigo Latin Kitchen, and I don't know what it is, but recently I've just been eating a ton at Sace Kitchen. Those tacos are just delicious. I just love them. Before I let you go, here's a little fun fact about the foothills that I think maybe only Tucsonans would be interested in, and that's about a popular subdivision in the foothills called Sin Vacas, which means without cows in Spanish. Apparently, the owner of all that land once upon a time in Tucson loved desert wildlife, but back in those days, there were a bunch of cows roaming around, so he fenced off the property to keep the cows out, and he called his property Rancho Sin Vacas, which means ranch without cows. Later, a developer came along and purchased the land and started building streets on the land, and the developer's office manager was a Spanish speaker who named the majority of the streets with some of the most interesting street names in Tucson today, including the ones he named after the 7 deadly sins, such as Calle Sin Pecado, which means street without sin, and Plaza Sin Lujuria, which means place without lust. And that pretty much sums up Tucson in a nutshell. I hope you learned a little about the Catalina Foothills today, and if you did, you can thank me by hitting the thumbs up button and subscribing for more future Tucson, Arizona content. If you have a favorite thing to do or see in the foothills, make sure you're letting the world know about it by throwing it down in the comments below. And don't forget to call me if you're interested in buying or selling Tucson real estate. All my contact information is in the description below each of my videos, and I'd love for you to explore the rest of this channel to learn more about what Tucson has to offer its visitors and residents. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next Tucson video.